Hey, what's going on, guys? Flick here. Welcome back to another episode of the Stuttgart Career Mode. And in the last episode, it wasn't the best of episodes. We had a lot of injuries that took place, and we were also knocked out of the VfB Pokal, courtesy of Hoffenheim. But we'll look to put that behind us and move forward, get back into our winning ways. Starting with a simulated match against Freiburg, then we will play the second leg of our knockout stage match against Fiorentina. We currently have a 3-0 aggregate lead. I see ourselves advancing into the next round. We'll also end up playing this match against Hamburg, who are doing relatively well in the league, so I don't want to drop points there. And then moving forward into March, we'll probably simulate this match against Cologne, and then I would expect for another Euro League match to pop up sometime during midweek. So that's the plan. Things might change if the episode doesn't go as I predicted to, but I'm pretty sure that will be the matches that we play. A quick look at the league table before we get into our simulated fixture. We'll see ourselves in second place, but one thing worth mentioning is that Leverkusen have one more match played than us, and they only have a 2-point lead, which means if we were to get a win, we would leapfrog them and take over that first place spot. We're bringing out a strong lineup for this one, although we do not have Timo Werner available. He suffered a red card in our last Bundesliga match, which means he will miss this one. But still scoreless 30 minutes in, Ofori breaks the deadlock 31 minutes into the match, but Freiburg come right back. Coyote bags himself a goal, which is a rare sight in this career mode. I don't know if you guys watched the last episode. If you didn't, just watch the last couple of minutes, because Coyote had one of the worst misses I've seen in FIFA 17. But this match will end as a draw. That's obviously not the result we were looking for, but will still remain within striking distance of Leverkusen. I will be bringing out a rotated side for this EuroLeague match against Fiorentina because we have such a large aggregate lead. We can play fairly defensively, and I don't see the need to waste some of our first team players' stamina. I'm not seeing any huge changes from the last match that we played. Fiorentina are still using a 3-back formation, so we'll look to play the ball down the wings and send in some crosses. Okay, what is that? We have just given up a free goal. Svensson should have cleared, but I was mashing the A button, and it is just easily taken away by Fiorentina, and I don't think they will score an easier goal this season. Werner's looking to send in the cross. That's way too close to the keeper, but you can see how open these wings are. It's only a matter of time before we get a crossing opportunity. Oh, are you kidding? Ziegler is pulling off save after save. But honestly, I think my lineup choice may cost us in this match. Fiorentina have already cut the aggregate deficit to 3-2. And we need to get a goal quickly. Going into the halftime break, the home fans were not looking very amused, and I don't blame them, because that was a poor performance in the first 45 minutes. We didn't even register a shot. Obviously, that needs to change. I think a little trickery might do us good, so Cortez will be brought on for Brekalo in the second half. There's Cortez already making a great run. He's trying to find players in the middle. He is able to find Terodde. He will shoot. And finally, we get a shot on Sports Yellow. It's only a corner kick, but we did score off a corner in the first leg. Maybe we can do it again here. It looks like they are marking it. But Cortez able to whip one in to the far post. That's on Gwene going to the back post. And had it not been for the Fiorentina defender, I think that was heading for the back of the net. We'll look to make a few changes and close out this match. Terodde being brought off and Coyote being brought on. We'll also have Ofori see out this match for Gentner. Come on, Coyote. If you could ever finish one, this is the time for you to do so, or draw a penalty, but that is a fantastic tackle by Ofori. Only 1 or 2 minutes left in this match, and all we need to do is hang on. Far post cross, wide open header, and that's Julian Green! We missed it. That was Green's chance to seal this match and put us through to the next round, but now we need to defend. It's going to be one more crossing opportunity. Kolasinac taking it away and botting off the defender. We're just wasting a little bit of time. We get it cleared. Cortez is going to boot it up the pitch, and ref, that should be full time. Blow your whistle. There it is. in a pretty dramatic fashion, and we made it a lot more difficult than it needed to be, but we will be advancing to the next round of the EuroLeague. Here are the statistics, and we looked much better in the second half. One could argue that we even deserved a goal, but we'll look at the player rating. Surely it went to a Fiorentina player, and it was Ilicic in that left forward position, picking up an 8.6. Great news for us as Daniel Ginczek has recovered from his injury and he can now return to the first team squad's training sessions, and we really do need him back, so that is fantastic news. Here is the league table as we go into the match against 7th placed Hamburg, but Leverkusen continue to drop points, so we need to make the most of this opportunity and get the win. Since we did bench most of our first team players for the EuroLeague match, we have a fairly well-rested side for this Bundesliga fixture. I have chosen to not start Ginczek because he is still recovering from his injury, and I don't want to risk him aggravating that injury. In my opinion, the most dangerous player in this Hamburg side is Filip Kostic, who used to play for Stuttgart, but the rest of the team is well within our means. Look at Afori, just take the ball away and run forward with tons of confidence. He's able to find Terodde on the wing. Now holding up the play, playing the drop to Černý. Now Terodde, Afori, Coyote, back to Terodde. I'm hoping someone's on the wing. We do have Černý there. The cross sent in to the far post. No one really attempting to win the header, but a strong start for us. Hamburg sure do like to pass the ball around, and honestly, some of their passes are unnecessary. And they pretty much wasted that opportunity because they passed the ball to death. Now it's Terodde holding off a few Hamburg players, finding Coyote, playing it in the middle. Not the best pass. Afori, unfortunately, unable to retain possession. Oh, this could be bad. It's Babu, or Badu, running it down the wing. Not playing the pass. Finally, he does, and I believe that took a deflection. Regardless, the ball does end up in the back of the net, and it's Muller, right midfielder. We'll see if this did take a deflection at all, whether the keeper got a hand to it. Actually, it didn't. I must have misseen it. Another very underwhelming first half. Granted, we did play better than our EuroLeague fixture, but we're still down 1-0 going into the break. I think I'll have to make some substitutions. Okay, Coyote finally gets a shot on target, and either that was a fantastic deflection or a brilliant save, even potentially a bit of both. It took a deflection off the defender, and Adler did enough to keep that from going in. We'll get another corner kick out of it, though, and Maxim swinging into the box. Adler is able to punch it away. We'll play it back out wide and back inside. Here's Zimmer. He's got a defender closing him down, and Baumgartel does enough to sidestep a few defenders. That's going to be a clean tackle. And the play continues. We're getting into the dying minutes of the match, and we need to use our two final changes. Afori being taken off, Gentner being brought on. Finally, we'll have Dennis Taylor substituted for Černý. Please, Coyote. Please just finish this one. He does! Coyote! I swear he's a meme for the amount of chances that he misses, but when it matters most, he somehow finds a way to step up and bury that one by Adler. Still a few minutes left in extra time. Maybe we can push forward and get this winner. I will absolutely take a draw from that one. That should put us level on points once again with Leverkusen. Pretty level on the stats, but it just seemed like the momentum was going Hamburg's way and we were destined for a loss. Maxim does pick up man of the match though with an 8.5. Some more bad news on the injury front. Kolasinac has suffered a broken elbow. That'll put him out for 6 weeks. But a very interesting email coming through. AC Milan has offered us a manager role with a wage of 95 grand a week. I won't be taking this obviously, but it's still very intriguing what sort of clubs are pursuing us. We've just now hit the start of March, which means it is time for our monthly squad report, and this will help us determine which player I do want to invest training time into for this particular month. And I'm actually leaning towards Taylor because ever since he came back from his injury, he's played very well in the matches he has featured in. We've yet to really start him as a first team left mid, but as a substitute, he's been brilliant. Here is what I have chosen for this month's training. Similar to our other wingers, we'll be working on Taylor's long passing and his crossing. As expected, we are now level on points with Leverkusen, but Köln are all the way down in 15th place, so we should expect to get a win here. We've also optioned for our strongest possible lineup. Köln are in very mixed form, so all things point to a victory today. With saying that, it's Köln that scored the first goal in the 8th minute. Mane misses another penalty. I'll need to change that because that's 2 penalties that Mane has recently missed. A forward, though, is able to make things level. Clemens is on a brace now. Going into the 60th minute, it's Coyote being brought on for Toski, which is something you guys mentioned in the last couple episodes. I'm not sure why the game does do that. Cherney able to get a goal in the 84th, and we get yet another draw. AZ will be our opponents for the next round of the EuroLeague, and we do have a few tired players for this match because we haven't had a lot of time to rest, so I may have to make some changes at the center back position later on. But I have given Taylor the nod to start this one. He's been impressing me lately. Let's see if he can impress us today. There are certainly some tough sides remaining as we get into the later stages of the EuroLeague, but we'll have to take this one match at a time. Moving forward, I'll try to use the Dutch pronunciation for AZ, but they are rocking a 4-3-3, which means they'll be relying on their wingers to try to send in some crosses to their tall strikers. Ooh. And that's what I was talking about. The 4-3-3 allows for a lot of space on the wings, and we do need to close them down. Ball play in the middle. Great leg save from Ziegler. And the defense able to back him up. We can count on Ziegler despite him being a fairly young keeper. Great footwork by Tarota. Now finding Mane. Playing it back to Tarota. We're going to play this in the middle. Just needs to be a tap in. And Taylor positioned himself oh so well. The defender played it even better though. And he was able to get the deflection. We're looking promising though. Werner's making the run and he is onside. Can he beat the keeper? Just needs to get this shot off, and what a tackle by Johansson. Fair play. There we go. Werner is onside. Just has the keeper to beat the finesse shot on the near post. That was like a combination of near and far. But regardless, Werner able to tuck it away. And that's something I've been trying to do more lately. Looking back at some of my footage, I see that I go cross the keeper way too often. I need to shoot more often on the near post. Oh, it's a penalty kick. Taylor's able to force it, and I'm almost tempted to let him take it. I know his penalty kicks are not going to be great, but I want to get him on the board for Stuttgart, and honestly, that was a clean tackle. He got some of the ball. I don't know what the ref was thinking, but we'll still try to take the most of this opportunity. Taylor's penalties are at 49, so obviously not the best, but we'll just try to tuck this one by the keeper and to his left, and he puts it wide. Really should have let Werner take it. Okay, now we're just missing sitters. We're not trying to make a competition of who can miss the worst sitter, guys. It's Clement and Taylor, 2 very young players. They need to build their experience. We should be at least 2-0 up, but a few missed chances will lead us going to the halftime break with only a 1-goal advantage. We'll try to improve upon that in the next 45. There we go. Tarota beating a few defenders, going across the keeper this time. Ron Vlaar making the save. We're still with it, though. The keeper was down, and I thought we had a chance. But the AZ defense managed to recollect and gain hold of possession. We're going to use the remaining of our substitutions to take Taylor off and bring on Josip Brekalo. Colin Acosta will have to fill in for Serdar Toski at center back. And finally, we'll bring on Christian Gettner for the remainder of this one. Of course they get the equalizer with about 5 minutes left. I could just feel it coming. At the end of the day, a 1-1 draw away from home would not be bad, but I would like to get a second goal here so we can have the aggregate lead. Here's Tarota. A shot from outside the 18-yard box is able to get it on target, and we'll get one final corner kick in this one. Brekalo sending a ball to the short post. It's Svensson trying to get an effort off. We're still with it. No, it's cleared away. And the match will end at a 1-1 draw. We'll go back to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium with a level score line. maybe we can do it at home. Stats-wise, we were the better team, but we need to be more clinical with our chances in the second leg. Man of the match today will go to Clement, which I completely disagree with. He messed up a few chances throughout the match. But guys, that'll bring an end to today's episode of the Stuttgart Career Mode. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you're interested, you can follow me on my social links. There's links to those in the description down below. But until next time, this has been Flick. I'll be talking to you guys again soon.